Tak nampak.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma inna nas'aluka salamatan fid din wa afiyatan fid jasad wa ziyadatan fil wa barakatan fil rizq wa tawbatan qabla al-maut wa rahmatan inda al-maut wa maghfiratan ba'da al-maut. Allahumma hawwin 'alaina fi sakaratil maut wal najata minan nar wal 'afwa wal hisab. Rabbana la tuzigh qulubana ba'da idh hadaytana wa hab lana min ladunka rahmah innaka antal wahhab. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Alhamdulillah. Before we go further, I would like to introduce my group members for this presentation. The first one is Amira, the second one is Nur Fatiha, and the last one is Nur Shafika. And don't forget me, Melinda. Sorry. Hi. Today we are standing here to discuss about communication. Okay, communication is our daily routine. Right now, I'm standing here. I still use communication, right? Yes. We are interact between each other using communication. So communication cannot separate from our life. Introduction of communication. Communication is the activity that include more meaningful about information. Communication requires a sender a message and an intended receiver. Also, the receiver need not to be present or aware of the sender's intent to communication at the time of communication. Thus, communication can occur across vast distance in time and space. Communication requires that the communicating parties share an area of communicative commonality. Communication process is complete once the receiver has understood the message of the sender. Definition of the communication. Communication is the process one person group produce a share or common meaning to other group. Differing and island. Communication is the exchange of message between people for the purpose of achieving common meanings. From sender and giver, communication is the process by all people to share meaning via transmission of symbolic message. Communication also is the act of transmitting information. I pass my duty to Amira.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, there are 5 primary elements of the communication process. The first is sender. Second is the channel and message. Third is receiver. The next is feedback, and lastly is noise. Okay, sender. The sender is the important man who initiates the communication by encoding his meaning and sending the message through a channel. For an example, a phone conversation would be unsuitable for transmitting a complex engineering diagram. Okay, the next is the channel and message. Message is the physical form into which the sender encodes the information. For example, a speech may be heard, written words may be read, and gestures may be seen or felt. Okay, for the channel is the formal medium of communication. one of the how the technological communication can help to improve communication in an organization. Fax or the other name is facsimile of something called telecopper. The fax is the transmission of scanned print material, book like text or image. The original document is kept with a fax machine or telecopier, which the process of contact text and image as a single fixed graphic image converted into a bitmap. The information then transferred electrical sign through the telephone system. Fax also receive fax machine reconverts the code, image, printing and printing a paper copy. Next is about Internet. Internet is a global system of interconnected computer network that use the standard Internet protocol to serve billions of users. Internet consists of a lot of million private, public, academic, business and government network technology. The lastly is about email. Email is the message that can be not entered from the keyboard or electronic file stored on disk. Most mainframe, mini computer and computers network have an email system. Some of the electronic mail system or network system are confined to a single computer system or network, but others have gateway to other computer systems, enable users to send electronic mail anywhere in the world. I would like to continue.
Okay, teleconference. Teleconference is also known as teleseminar. Teleconference is the large exchange and mass articulation of information among several persons and machines remote from one another but linked by a telecommunication system. Teleconference can be an audio conference with one or both ends of the conference sharing a speakerphone. Teleconference can be a conference called a video conference. Okay, thank you. So, conclusion of the communication. Open communication is the best attitude that can climate encourage employees through supporting them, through allowing them to participate in decision making, and through trusting them, which ensure the integrity of information channels. Ultimately, the openness often demands courage because the communicator operates with lowered or eliminated defensive barriers, even when standing up to verbal assault. That because open communicators have the articulate their position in meetings, public arenas, and in print, they must be secure individuals, confident in their own positions, ability, and authority. Yet, while open communication climate may make for people personal demands, such openness ultimately rewards both the individual and the organization in providing an environment where people thrive and enterprise flourish. Okay? That's all from
Selamat tengah hari and goodbye.
today. This is all